Hey everyone, welcome back to the RPGames YouTube channel. My name is Ralph. We're traveling again, trying to see if we can reach Baphomet's Shrine from this side. It looks like we can. There is a level 7 army there, which I could potentially take a look at. Yeah, let's try this one. So we're fighting against Meryliths. Something else? Omox, I don't even know how to pronounce this thing, but we can kill 6 to 7 of them with our archers, so how about we do that? Let's see what we can do. We might kill them with fire. That's great. Can we kill the demons? Yes. Okay, now we just need to deal with the Omoxes. This might go a bit easier than... oh wait, we have some summoned creatures here. Let's go to there. Okay, they attack. Oh, we can, yeah. Never mind. That was easy. Gaining a bit of confidence again in my my main army. The enemy that the crusaders ran into is not an ordinary horde of howling cultists and lesser demons, but a unit of deadly monsters skilled in battle. In the bitter combat that followed, crusaders discovered how dangerous an enemy can be. Now, holed up in the soldier's tents at night, they only talk of one thing: what new tricks to deploy in order to destroy really powerful demons. Now this is a level 8 one, and these are drakes, if I'm not mistaken. They were quite dangerous. It's a level 8 one. This one should be okay. And that one is probably okay as well. So let us travel up here. See where we can get. Well, that it's probably gonna go back down here, which is not where I want to go. Definitely not. This is like a gigantic one. Okay, so that means I need to go all the way there again. That's a pity. Let us take a look at our party. Our party wants to go to Baphomet Shrine to get Ember back. However, I am currently, again, at Wintersun, and I just want to go and... Oh, wait a minute. I have a dead party member. I cannot go to Wintersun just yet. I need to resurrect her first. And I don't think I have a resurrection spell on hand, probably. Alright, we're stopped in the streets by Anivia. Hold up, Commander. The thing is, remember how that crusader went missing a while back and then was found outside the city walls, disemboweled? What are you talking about? A couple of weeks back, a crusader went missing, a young guy. You opened an investigation in the Citadel, but it was a bust. His body turned up a few days later. That's all that came of the inquiry. I never gave up on the investigation. Even when everybody else stopped digging. I know we're at war and that people are dying left and right, but it's no reason to turn a blind eye to crime. So that's it, Commander. Another crusader has just gone missing. He left the barracks to come here. He would have gone past the gates. My gut tells me that the killer won't keep him alive for long. So, Commander, you need to start searching this area right now and start to try to find out where he's been taken. Great. Why do I have to do this and not you? Seems like a reasonable question to ask. It's quite unexpected. Death often shows up when you least expect it. It's not like I picked the timing. Tell me about the missing crusader. Well, it's the youngest son of a poor nobleman from Mendev. He's called something like Relic or Relic. He's young, barely out of the nursery, and he decided that he was a man now, and so off to war he went. You know how it goes. Do you know who the murderer is? I don't have a clue. Anivia's answer comes too quickly, her gaze dropping before she can force herself to meet your eyes. What are you not telling me? I'm telling you the truth. Nothing but the truth. I have my own theories, sure, but nothing concrete, so it's best I keep my mouth shut on that front. Okay, I'll search for the guy. Get going then. He passed the gates and took a right. Ask around. Check out the buildings. I'll be waiting for you here. Wait, this is the outside, so... Entered the gates and went to the right? Is that what she said? Let's see, an abandoned building. Why am I all alone in this place? That's not a good sign.
Let us be off.
I'm gonna run into this gigantic demon, probably. A man's clothes were heaped on the floor. They were taking off in a hurry. Oh boy, someone is naked. Thick layer of dust lying untouched on the table for years has been wiped away in the middle of the tabletop. Well, we found his eyeball. There is... Is that a book or a note? Okay, soldier humor.
Let's move.
Let me hit that quick save button before I go into the basement here. There's clearly something going on. Crooked paw, great. You can hear muffled sighs coming from the next room. Oh, here we go. Camellia? What are you doing here?
How lovely to see you here.
Hearing steps behind her, Camellia whips around and freezes. She glances at her bloody dagger in her hand and at the dead body at her feet. Her lips quiver for a fraction of a second before settling into an unimpeachable polite smile. What's going on here?
Ciar is an ancient land. The spirits of these places have spoken to people since time immemorial, and some of those people heard them and were able to respond. The shamans of Ciar were always held in high esteem. They knew the will of the spirits, the will of the land itself. Many Khelids would come to the shamans to learn what the spirits desired in order to gain their support.
Camellia pauses, lost in memories that cannot be her own.
When the world wound opened and the demons poured into Golarion, they drowned Ciar in blood. The earth moaned as it soaked up the blood of Khelids, crusaders, and demons. The spirits drank this blood, slowly becoming deranged and turning into incarnations of madness and pain. Look what Ciar has turned into. It's an open wound on the body of Golarion. The world wound has changed it beyond all recognition. And the spirits, these poor creatures have been corrupted. Twisted by war, they moan and they howl, but only shamans can hear their senseless cries of agony. I am a shaman. Maria, the spirit I am bonded with, is mad and can speak of nothing but her endless hunger for blood. I give her what she asks for. I feed her the blood of crusaders.
Wait, what?
The spirits of Ciar can no longer speak to shamans. All I can hear is the cacophony of their howls, screams, and laments. But there is a way to restore their sanity. By performing rituals. Bloody but effective rituals. When the untainted blood of the crusaders cleanses the corruption that Maria fed on for centuries, the spirit will regain her sanity, and I shall be able to speak to her. I shall be able to ask her advice, to find out how we can heal the world wound. Tell me, isn't this knowledge worth a handful of lives?
This isn't your first or even your second victim, is it? How many have you killed?
Too few. Maria's hunger is still so great. Her pain cannot be soothed by a single victim. But success is within my grasp. I can feel it. It is even possible that today's victim will be the last.
Who is she, this Maria of yours?
Forgive me, I forgot to make the introductions. This is Maria. Or rather, this is her home. Or her prison, to call a spade a spade. I caught this spirit a long time ago, and I tried for so long to speak with it. My little demented ball of rage. I felt compelled to bind it to this amulet, just temporarily, until I worked out how to help it. If I am to be fully honest, her name, Maria, is of my own devising. She is not yet able to speak to me, but I still needed a name to call her by.
Why do you think this method will work?
I do not think. I know. I sense things many people cannot. I can infer what the spirits want. For example, there is one spirit hanging over your left shoulder as we speak. It came to enjoy Maria's victim. Can you sense its hunger? Spirits are akin to animals. You cannot bring a hungry dog to heal. You cannot stroke a hungry cat. To speak to a spirit, you must first feed it. It is not their fault that after so many years of torment, the only thing that can satisfy their hunger is blood. My ritual will work. I did not read about it in books or learn it from some wizened teacher. You could say that I invented it myself, with Maria's help. I just know that it will work, sooner or later. I can feel it.
What exactly are you hoping to learn from this Maria?
The world wound cannot be allowed to poison all the lands of Golarion. The spirits of Ciar know this better even than you and I. They may know how to heal it. And if not, then perhaps they will know how to eradicate it quickly and painlessly. We're fighting against demons. It is a just cause. But imagine we win and the demons vanish for good. Do you think the world wound will vanish along with them? That it's something we can defeat with weapons? That it won't burst open again at some point in the future like an old festering abscess? I am thinking of the future of these lands, of how to heal them and restore them. Would you not agree that a few crusaders' lives is a price worth paying?
Who was this young man, your victim?
He's the youngest son of a noble from Mendiv. I believe his name was Relic or Relic. I think the dolt was in love with me. He was ever so eager to come with me to this house. One hint was all it took. He is of no interest to me. Maria wanted his blood, so I sacrificed him. The rest is immaterial.
So what are you proposing exactly?
My ritual is not yet complete. I have made the sacrifice. Now I just have to let Maria drink the blood. Will you allow me to complete the ritual?
Swear that you will stop the killing, and I will spare you this time.
What a pain. But if these are your terms, then I agree. You know, when I saw you standing there, I thought my life would end tonight, but you spared me. Thank you. I would like to speak with you a little later. Please come and see me. No need to be shy, for I have no more secrets to keep from you. Now, we should leave this place. You go first. I will follow in a few minutes.
This is messed up. Just saying. And if you're asking why did I not attack her, that's a good question. I don't really have an answer. If it was not one of my party members, I probably would have killed them. Well, Commander, have you solved the problem? First, tell me honestly, what exactly do you know about this crime? Crime? What crime? Listen, Commander, I was just using my brain, following certain individuals, listening to what people were saying on the streets. I had my suspicions. But what are suspicions worth on their own? Nothing. Didn't have any proof. I'm not Arabat. I'm not going to go digging for the truth, because if I dug deep enough, the Knight Commander would be down a companion, smack bang in the middle of a war. How would that help anything? Not gonna be the one to scupper this crusade, so I'll be keeping my mouth shut. Trust that you'll handle this in whatever way best for the crusade. If you want to tell Arabat everything, go ahead. It's your call. Problem has been solved. That's all I needed to know. Thanks, Commander. Alright, so now we still need to talk to Anevia. Not Anivia, I meant Camellia, of course. Hey, my friend. You don't mind if I call you that, do you? Done a lot of thinking since we last met. You had every reason to hand me over to the headsman, yet something stayed your hand. Whatever guides you, your promise to keep my secret makes us accomplices of sorts, even friends. Shared secrets bring people closer, don't you think, my friend? Sometimes I find severed heads on my back. Is that your handiwork? What good are they to me? The moment life leaves the body, now that's exciting. In the moment that follows, when the body is cooling down rapidly, losing the last of its warmth, I'm filled with sweet languor. The gold corpse that remains is just a corpse. It holds no interest for me. Are you still trying to learn something from the spirit in your amulet? Maria, the spirit that's locked in my amulet, is only slowly awakening. I need to give her blood to lift the shroud of madness, so I can talk to her. Sarkoris is in pain. I can feel it. As you commanded, I have not fed her. That's why, alas, I haven't been able to lift Maria's madness or heal the land's suffering. I cannot tolerate your atrocities any longer. Would you reject my help because of some prejudice? This is not how I imagined our friendship would end. I will let you stay for now, but keep in mind that you're testing my patience. Thank you for your trust, my friend. I will try to keep out of sight. Let's see, is this something that... have we spoken to her? I don't think so. Tell me about your life in Horgus's mansion. I have no complaints. I had everything I could dream of except freedom, which I had no need of anyway. I value security and comfort much more than the opportunity to get in trouble firsthand. I had the best fencing teachers. My mentor was a shaman from Varizia. Wore beautiful dresses, ate sumptuous meals. A rich library kept me from getting too bored. Personal garden for my walks. Even had a puppy, a little barking ball of happiness. Some might disapprove of my father locking me up in the mansion until I matured and gained control over my powers. I changed the servants as soon as they started suspecting anything. Even had steel bars installed in the windows. I can see it was because he cared. He was protecting me from the dangers of the world. And he was protecting the world from me. Camellia is the name of a flower, right? Yes, it's the only thing I've left of my dearly departed half-elf mother. Father told me that she liked working in the garden so much that she even gave her child the name of a flower. There is something else I inherited from my mother. Her beauty. You know what I like most about those who inherit the features of different races? Like you and I? We gain the best of both worlds. By the way, before you start to pity me, I should say that I don't have the slightest affection for my mother. May her soul burn in the abyss. My father took good enough care of me, for the both of them. Are you bothered by the fact that Horgus never openly embraced you as his daughter? Why would that bother me? He took care of me and indulged my every whim. To thank him, I only had to lead a secluded life? Keep my mouth shut. I understand his reluctance to claim a child born of a servant girl as his daughter. There's nothing wrong with looking after one's social status. Besides, you understand, Mandavian society would hardly have accepted me, considering my peculiarities. Tell me about your connection to the spirits. I can barely remember the first time. I was just a girl back then. I only remember someone's voice in my head demanding something. Didn't even understand what it was. I was out in the garden, playing with my precious puppy. I don't know how it happened, but when it was over, the puppy's head was in my hand and the body was laying at my feet. I remember seeing my father's healers and clerics for a few years, even the exorcists he brought to our house. None of them were able to drive the haunting voices from my head. This continued until the old Parisian woman came to live with us. She explained that I was fine. I was just highly sensitive to the pain of the land that we lived in. The voices in my head were not symptoms of insanity, but desperate prayers for help. Father paid her an unspeakable sum, and she remained at her house, teaching me to talk to the spirits. She was a vicious crone and a nasty piece of work. She would hit me with a whip just for looking at her. She would yell at me when I failed to communicate with the spirit I summoned. When Father left for a few weeks on some errands, she locked me in the basement at night. Now I see that I terrified the old woman. Well, it was her fault. She should have taken the money and run while she had the chance. I was so happy when the spirits asked for her blood. Looking into her lifeless eyes, I felt such bliss as I'd never known all my life. Why did you kill her? Surely your father would have thrown her out if you told him what she was doing. Perhaps. Anyway, I don't remember him being very upset when he discovered her corpse in the basement after returning home from his trip. Your amulet is fascinating. Never seen anything like it. You like it? Beautiful, isn't it? Well, it's more than just an ornate trinket. It's home to one of the spirits. The spirit was so weak when I found her. She was hardly anything but a small shred of rage and madness. Locked her in my amulet and taken care of her ever since. Tried to talk to her. I don't know her name, so I call her Mireia. Her spirit has been growing stronger and she asked for more and more blood. I feel like every ritual bloodletting makes her madness subside. Just a few more and I'll be able to talk to her. Find out how to heal the lands of ancient Sarkoris. Tell me about the ritual killings that you've performed. I killed to learn the will of the spirits of the land. Sarkoris was torn apart by demons and the blood of many thousands of living creatures poisoned these lands for many years. The world wound keeps growing bigger and bigger. No surprise that the spirits of this place have gone mad, endlessly thirst for more and more blood. Only when bathed in blood can they regain their senses, at least temporarily. But it would be a lie to say I don't enjoy what I do. I remember all of them. Every last breath, shriek and sob. Every fatal stab. Blood running down the blade as I pull it from the victim's heart. The taste of the drops on my tongue. I like to watch the blood pool beneath a body as it cools. By the way, did you know that blood only flows while the heart is still pumping? It was quite a discovery for me. I opened one of the victims and watched her heart slow. Beat, 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 then silence. My connection to the spirits of old Sarkorius is all overwhelming. You're a monster. You may be right, but I'm your monster. Point me at your enemies, and I will bring you their hearts. Tell me what will happen if the spirits ask you for my blood. I wonder. There's only one way to find out. I jest, of course. I promise if something like that starts to happen, I'll tell you at once. I'm loyal to you, you can trust me, we're friends. What do you think of the powers you received from me? Yeah, probably pretty happy about those. Love them. I always felt special and my ability to talk to spirits is proof of that now. Now I feel that I can do anything. Tear someone in half, demon or human. Freeze a beating heart in someone's chest with a simple look, or a mere thought. With a wish I can make the blood of a living being flow in the wrong direction. Celestial bliss, my friend. Grateful to you for giving it to me. Yeah, great. Yeah, this is disturbing. To say the very least. Okay, I need to go to the temple, which is over here. Alright, so we've raised our dead companion. Now... Did you notice that I forgot the name? Let's see, let's speak to Finian for a quick moment here. We got ambushed by cultists who spoke of some bladesmith. I suspect you might know him. All too well, he was the one who tortured me. I don't know what specimen they wanted from you. Maybe they thought I had stolen something from them. Wait, I just remembered something. That bladesmith's workshop was just outside Is, right by the walls. If Gorum willing, we're ever in those parts, I'll beat the hell out of that scumbag for all he did to me. Ah, finding those cultists was a stroke of luck. I'm ready to leap into battle right now. Just say the word. It's like I can feel this newfound strength. When I go to Is, make sure to bring me along. Okay. An important inspection. A group of officials from Nerosian is on its way to Drezen. They want to inspect how well the crusaders organized. What kind of welcome should they receive? Oh boy. We can give them a cold reception, which adds 4,000 leadership. A lavish one, which increases our finance income. Show things as they are, which adds 3,000 diplomacy. And bring the officials to the front line, which adds 600 military. Where are we at? So diplomacy and leadership are actually ready to be ranked up. I'm just gonna show them how things are. Add some extra diplomacy. The officials were desperate to find some kind of fault, but found none and begrudgingly admitted that the crusaders organized expertly. They promised to increase support from the authorities. There you go, that wasn't that hard. 2 more days for our soul share thingy. It's another outpost that we can increase. I am wondering though, what happened to all these smaller fortresses? Nothing is built here yet. Yeah, you see, that's what I was afraid of. So what are we gonna build here? What I want to build here is a smaller barracks, because we could use some more archery range. Growth for the main archery range by 25%. Yes, please. I would like that very much. Let's place barracks. Let's place the stables and the spellcaster lodge as well. Sure. There we go. Okay, so I had to rest quickly because I forgot to heal Nenio. That was the companion whose name I forgot a moment earlier. So what is clear is that we cannot go up here because we're running into the same Treant who's blocking the path. Now, I would like to explore this little part here where I haven't been, and there is loot there, so should be able to get up there. So let's try and figure out how to get there. Let's see, we can run down here. The loot is over there. So let's see what happens when we walk down this path here. There is a rune of some kind. What is going on here? Brazen whip. Uh-oh. We summoned someone. Indecipherable ranting.
What's that?
Okay, Spectre. How dare you steal from the dead? Knights of Sarkoris, return my whip or you will know my wrath. What happens if we walk away? Nothing yet, but probably...
Let's make this quick.
Probably something's gonna happen. Who was attacking us? Oh. Another Smilodon. Regil, are you gonna get yourself...
Retreat is not an option.
Get eaten
Forward!
by Smilodon. I mean, from the perspective of a Smilodon, you probably look like a tasty snack. I have to say that. Rushele. How about you fire some arrows on it? That did some good damage.
Mind over muscle.
That did nothing.
Out of my sight!
That did nothing. Alright, Grey Boar.
Simply business.
That is good. That was a stink attack even. Very
Kneel
nice.
before me. not falter.
These Smilodons have a lot of hit points. Why are you attacking Darren? What did Darren do to you, Smilodon? I think he missed even, so... In any case... Let's grab some skins, let's...
Welcome your company.
He's staggered, okay. That's only for a moment.
Close ranks.
Okay, now what is the next one? Oh, there is the Spectre. -2 levels.
Strike with all your might.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's probably incorporeal.
Desna, guide my hand.
Let us see. 36. Oh my goodness. That did not do a lot of damage, did it? Regil, we need to boost ourselves. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is gonna be very rough. Bone Shaker, I'm assuming, is not gonna do much. Let us bless ourselves at the very least. Study this ghost and then try and attack it.
Cease to exist.
Oh man. It's gonna get all of our levels and kill us. That's what's gonna happen. That is what is going to happen. Rushale.
Make your peace.
Okay, Nenio, we need something that does a lot of damage. It doesn't really look like that is what you have here. Let's haste everyone at the very least. Hopefully we can get another attack in.
Press the attack.
That did a little bit, but nothing close to enough. Shield of Fate, we might need to use that on Cauldar.
You're in my way.
Yep, it's another 2 levels.
We can do it.
We are very close though.
Resist.
We're getting close. We just need someone to hit it really good. Ah, I should have maybe given mirror image to Cauldar. That might have been a better
Retreat is
option.
not an option.
Of course, he's gonna miss with everything. Let's cast Bane. And then hope that Greybar does the honors. He did most of the damage, so where is the ghost? Come on.
You had your chance.
There we go. Yeah, let's hope that this doesn't happen again. So, how many levels did we lose? Let's see. Oh, that's only a couple of seconds. Okay, it's not too bad. Let us wait 30 seconds so that we can get rid of those. And let's not loot this deer because it will will probably become hostile. There is some more loot here. Maybe another ghost. And we have a cave. Let us investigate another cave. There is a Morveg. Isn't that one of the soldiers that we're looking for? Yes, it is. You see, a young crusader from the ever-bright Crusaders. Commander, my name is Morveg. You might remember me, or my mentor Ciar. Thank the gods you're here. I need help. An old temple of Gorum is here in this cave. I've come here for a weapon, a powerful weapon. It's a sword, and it's stored down there. Master Ciar would never agree to use it. That's why I came here without him. Believe me, this relic will be useful for fighting demons, but I can't get it alone. I need your help. Are you alright? You notice the young man's pale and sweating face, but his voice is firm. I'm alright, Commander. Don't worry about me. What kind of weapon are we looking for? It's called the Fang of Malice. It's a sword devoted to Gorum. A long time ago, in times of Sarkoris, his shrine used to stand here. Fang is the perfect weapon. With it, the Crusaders will be invincible. Why do you need my help? There's a demon up ahead. A huge and horrible creature who I could never defeat by myself. The beast gobbled up my guide in one go. Help me, kill the monster. Your fate makes demons draw back in fear. You have nothing to fear here. I somehow doubt that. And then your mythic power. Everything points to you being the hero everyone has been waiting for. How did you come to know of this place? I'm a Kalet. This place used to belong to my family. Or rather, my family took care of the Shrine of Gorum. We were a clan of warriors. We had to flee. We passed the memory of the shrine down through generations. Mothers would whisper to their babes the magic words to bring the lost relic back, so that those children would not forget those words, even on their deathbed. Of course, I didn't know where exactly to look for the temple. I hired a guide. The demon finished him off in a split second, and I had to retreat in disgrace. Ciar was here. He'd tell you to go back to Drezen. Will you come back with me? Master Ciar doesn't understand me. No, I must fulfill my duty. Help me, and then I will return to Drezen. Okay, I'll kill this demon. Sorry, but I can't help you. I'm not strong enough for this fight. May Gorum bless you with his power. Morveg holds his talisman tightly, a straw wool figure. He closes his eyes and begins to chant. Rog Bar, Dodem Ktar, Gorum Lok. Okay. Hope he didn't just summon the demon. What are we... What are we getting ourselves into now? That looks like a shrine of some sort, at least a pillar. Knowledge World, I hope Nenio has this.
A failure is just a step to a success.
But, yeah, we didn't recognize it. Let's see what kind of a gigantic demon we're facing here. There we go. That can't possibly be it.
Let us be off. We will be victorious.
Oh, just became a bit bigger. Little bit bigger. But is that the demon? Probably not.
Kneel before me.
Let's get in here. Let's do Light of the Angels. What do we need here? We could use... a hurricane bow. Why not? Nenio. How about you enlarge Cauldar? Let us move Darren a little bit here. Can we still cast? No. That's a pity. Okay, Grey Boar, you might want to study that thing. You're probably not gonna reach it though, as usual. Okay. Regil. Oh, we skipped Regil. And Cauldar. Oh, great. They're under the influence, clearly.
Prepare yourself.
32. Let's haste everyone.
I'm wounded.
Oh boy, of course it has 500 attacks. Yeah, great. Doing splendid here.
Simply business.
Oh man, he's not even hitting it.
This
Come on,
one's
Regil.
mine.
That at least hit it. Okay, he has 1 hit point. But I cannot stand up.
Desna, guide my hand.
Let's try and freeze this thing. Nope, cannot overcome.
There was a flaw.
Yeah, okay.
Your tactics.
This is not going very well, is it? We need to heal Cauldar. That did something at
It's your
least.
time to cease to exist.
Wait, we can take this thing down. There is no question of that. The issue is that I lost Cauldar quite early. Okay, Nenio. Someone's standing there. Yeah, Greyboar is standing there. Oh, that's on yourself. That was not my intention.
I won't give up.
Still attacking Cauldar, who was just lying on the floor there. The problem is that I cannot get Cauldar to get up, and yeah.
Forwards!
So if I... okay, so I did get up, that is positive. Let me heal myself a little bit more,
We won't falter.
and then miss it, of course.
Make your peace.
Yeah, now Cauldar is gonna go down.
Go.
That did not do anything.
I'm wounded. Can it be the end?
Victory.
Okay, let me reload that and try that again.
Make your peace.
You're in my way.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I had to reload. I don't know how many times. I skipped that because of yeah. Well, we're not there yet. We might still die, apparently. But yeah, I skipped it because I cursed the hell out of this game, and I wanted to spare you this wonderful tirade. Man, that was frustrating. Let's look over here, see if we can find some loot. But yeah, so one encounter, we have 2 dead people, we have 1 on death's door. And I had to do this fight I don't know how many times, so with some luck, there's another demon waiting in the temple, so and then we'll die for sure. Covered in indecipherable scratches. Oh boy, that is Morveg over there. I hope we don't have to fight him. I hope he's being blessed by Gorum. It looks to be a bit corrupted. The young man takes the black sword. His body trembles, Morveg's muscles bulge. They are growing, bulking like froth in a boiling pot. You see a horrible wound on the stomach that the young man was obviously hiding from you. Now it's a gaping, bleeding hole filled with arm-thick snakes, his intestines. Morveg's voice is deep, animal-like. Fang of Malice, the weapon of those who live by war, the weapon blessed by Gorum. The Fang will make its owner a deadly, almost invincible warrior that hungers for battle. A warrior who won't retreat, betray, or desert. For battle will become the reason for living. Man becomes weapon. Ciar would say such a transformation is a sin he doesn't understand, but you will. You will understand what a powerful weapon I'm giving to you. I will show you its power. Prepare to fight. Even now, dying, weak, I'm invincible. Stop, warrior. Do you think you don't fear death? You simply don't know what it is you should be afraid of. What if you succeed and kill an innocent person? What if you win? Believe me, it is a far worse fate than death. You're wounded, I will help you. Too late. A piece of the Arachne's stinger is stuck deep in my guts. It's oozing poison. Only skilled healers and Drezen can take it out, but I won't make it to the city. Anyway, it's alright, I'm a Kellet, I'm a warrior, I'm not afraid of dying. What is this sword? It's the Fang of Malice. The one who takes it into battle will be devoted to war forever. The sword increases the powers of its owner and banishes other thoughts from their mind. Only anger and a desire to fight remain. Forever. The owner of the Fang will never return home. He will look for more and more battles. Gorum's power comes through the sword, turning the warrior into his servant, invincible and mighty. Can you imagine the good this weapon could do in the war against the World Wound? How about a dozen of them? They forged a lot of them in Sarkoris. You just have to find similar temples. Arm your crusaders with them. You said something in the Kellet tongue. What does it mean? This is the language of Sarkoris. 2 will enter, 1 will leave. That's what the priests of Gorum used to say when they entered the shrine. Then they conducted a solemn rite and fought to death for his glory. Today we will please Gorum with a fierce battle. You lured me here. Why? First I wanted to bring the Fang to you in Drezen, but I almost died in my fight with the demon and resigned myself to my fate. But then you came. What a stroke of luck. I will show you what the Fang of Malice is capable of. You're the commander. You must understand that our war is more important than foolish prejudice. Defeating demons is worth any sacrifice. Yeah, I don't want to fight you. But, yeah. Doesn't matter what I want. Now he's gonna kill me with 1 hit, probably. 45 damage, yep, go. Man, this sucks so much balls, it's unbelievable. We have almost no spells left, of course. That barely scratched him. So we're just gonna die.
I will resist.
I mean, we can hit him, that's not the question. But oh, of course, yeah, why not? Let's not heal him. Let's just not do that. Well, good thing he missed.
We won't falter.
Okay, let's try and do some damage here. That was a miss as well, luckily. Nenio, you really need to start being more useful. Nope, that did nothing.
Prepare yourself.
Can it be?
Yep, there we go. And we die. Great. This game is so unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Desna, guide my hand. Make your peace.
Giant drops to one knee heavily. Something dark, throbbing, and disgustingly alive falls out of the wound in the stomach. My wound is too deep, I'm dying. But you saw what I was capable of, even on the verge of death? Yeah, great, you almost killed everybody. Many such weapons were made in Sarkoris, the Fang of Malice, the Fang of Despair, Envy, Suffering, Futility, all of them are interconnected, just as warriors in a unit are tied by the bonds of brotherhood. Take my sword and give it to the priests. Their prophecy will point you to other fangs. Arm the crusaders with them and victory will be yours. Tiny object slips out of the giant's hand. A little straw wolf. Give this to Ciar and tell him I did everything I could. I hope he can forgive me. You did your duty. Your death will be a paving stone on the road that leads us to defeating the demons. Yeah, if it's up to me, I'm gonna say a lot of less positive words. Avenge us, avenge Sarkoris, avenge our ancestors, our deaths, our humiliation, our poverty, destroy the beasts, all of them. In summary, he fled from the guardianship of noble paladins just to die in an ancient dusty dungeon. I feel pity for the boy. Not much, yeah, me neither. The fury raging in the young man's eyes fades slowly, his body goes limp. Okay, well, we gained a level. I guess that's worth something. Do we have even enough to heal? We'll take a look at that in a moment.
A success worthy of praise.
Judging by the scraps of moldering clothes, these two dead men were Sarkorian priests of Gorum. Their positions indicate that they died fighting each other. Yeah, great. More dumbasses. Okay, we need
The world's not ending just yet.
a lot of healing. Let's try and open that chest over there. See what happens.
I finished here. Is there more?
Really hope there is not another monster
I'm glad I
gonna
was useful to
pop
you.
out. What did that do actually? Oh. Okay, so let's touch this thing and hope it... the altar of Gorum, the god of battle, radiates an aura of unrelenting fury which even the world wound has failed to dampen after all these years. And the corruption of the abyss retreats. There we go. So at least we pacified the altar. More loot. And mushrooms. Okay, so we have 2 people on death's door and 2 dead people. And I don't have... Well, actually I picked up a lot of magical items now, but I don't even have the cash to revive them. I don't have like the $6,000 per scroll. but we'll figure that out when we get back. Oh, Mobe.
I will resist. Desna, guide my hand.
Okay, so on the way out, of course, we had to run into another encounter with this freaking spirit. Luckily, that Darren had some damage undead, because Cauldar was totally useless in that fight. Now we can teleport and we can try and heal and resurrect everyone again. Alright, so here is Ciar. Let's speak to him, give him the amulet. Yes, says something happened. Morveg is dead, yeah. The color drains from Ciar's face. He takes a straw figure with his shaking fingers. His mouth twists unpleasantly as if the old man is about to start sobbing. If you attack me now, I'm killing everyone in Drezen. The knight looks at you with horror. The old warrior drops to his knees slowly and awkwardly with apparent difficulty. My boy, but how? What happened? It's not your fault. Morveg's soul was consumed by vengeance. He went to get the cursed sword of Gorum and got himself killed. Poor boy, I was afraid of this. The war tainted his soul with darkness the moment he was born. It doomed him to death before he could even walk. I warned him. What an old man's warning, spirit. The sword, that damned weapon of Gorum, where is it? Do you have it? It must be destroyed. The war devours our souls, and Gorum, its lord, watches over all with indifference. Yeah. Destroy the weapon, as far as I'm concerned. You've done the right thing, the honorable thing. No one will ever fall victim to it again. No one will suffer poor Morveg's fate. Damn this war. I know how difficult it can be to keep yourself in check when war is raging around you, when your comrades are dying. Your deed will not go unnoticed. The ever-bright crusaders will tell of your wisdom. They will tell all Mendev that you did not allow war to enslave your mind. Yeah, great. You can tell that I'm totally happy right now. I know, it's just a game, but that Wintersun map is brutal. Damn. Like, so even with a buffed party, it took me like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 or maybe even more tries to kill that demon. Back at HQ, Social wants our attention. Commander, please forgive this sudden visit. Anivia sent a messenger for me, asking to come immediately. There she is. What now? Greetings, Commander. Revert Cleric, a muscular black-skinned man wearing Hell Knight's armor, is walking next to Anevia. Despite the difference in height, he's obviously nervous around the delicate woman, looking around, biting his lip. Allow me to introduce Hell Knight, Ambassador of the Order of the Nail, Trevor Vainick. Oh, okay, the ones that are restoring our walls, I believe. Greetings on behalf of the Order. Forgive me, I can't stay, duty calls. I have a pressing errand from headquarters. Yes, it's very urgent. Social is silent. His lips are pressed together. He doesn't move, not even to breathe, seemingly. Cleric is staring at the visitor. So your name is Trevor Vainick. That's right. I serve the cause of the crusade. Must be true. We have to take our guest's word for it. He has no documents or insignia confirming his identity. What? What are you getting at? Nothing at all. Anivia casts a glance at Social. The priest's mouth is twisted and his fists are clenched. We're happy to welcome you to Drezen, Trevor Vainick. Enough! Social lunges at the guest, his face distorted with emotion, and you suspect the cleric is about to throw a punch, but his clenched fists remain lowered. Who are you? How dare you call yourself by that name? Scoundrel? Oh, is that Social's brother? Who, me? I'm not a scoundrel. People are always bad-mouthing us. There's a saying, the credit won by a lie only lasts till the truth comes out. Trevor Vanig is a proud knight. I won't put up with slander. Social, is this Trevor? Of course not, but how does he know that name? Why is he wearing the black armor? And why do these words? The cleric's voice drops to a whisper and you won't hear the end of the phrase. Anivia, who is this? Great question, I've no idea. My guys clocked him when he was trying to threaten a merchant with his so-called order. Get a horse for free. Then he gave a familiar name, so I decided to organize a face-to-face with the long-lost brothers. You knew it wasn't Trevor right from the off. You saw Trevor when he served in Canavras. Of course, but I hoped that meeting you would make him drop the pretense and crack. So you're an imposter. Me? No, it's not true, I swear. Alright, throw him in prison. Anevia takes the imposter away. He follows her unshackled. Social watches them leave, his fist unclenched, he drops his shoulders. What the? Where did he come from? And did you hear what he said about truth and lies? The credit won by a lie only lasts till the truth comes out? That is what they say in an Andron. Trevor used to say it often. Of course, one proverb doesn't prove anything, but I feel like that imposter knows my brother. Oh, Shailen, what's going on? Commander, please. We have to interrogate him. Captain Harmaton, hail, Commander. Permission to report. Although the desertion has been halted, not everyone appreciated your methods. Circle of discontents formed within the officers' rank, calling themselves the Wary. There are no blatant signs of sedition, otherwise they would have been arrested. Still, their talk is concerning. We can't rely on them. We need our own trusted officers. I suggest enlisting some of the volunteers. We got some very capable fighters among the fresh blood every day. The kind that could be made sergeants straight away. We need those who know the meaning of honor. We call paladins and knights from reputable orders, and they'll serve as an example to our soldiers, boosting everyone's morale too. Officers who are unworthy of their rank can always be replaced. We can identify experienced sergeants with reliable records of results, then promote them. Mendev is full of promising youths who were overlooked when their seniors were promoted to serve in the army. We can call them here, award them rank, and they'll be grateful to us until the end of their days. Why exactly are these wary unsatisfied? What did I decree in the past? The words of Sela and the other faithful did their job inspiring the formerly doubt-filled. However, the more cynical officers grumble that preaching doesn't fill empty stomachs. Can't judge them for refusing to fight for pretty words. But since they're bad-mouthing us, I will have to judge the scoundrels after all. Shame on them. So they're expecting bribes? The opportunists. One more thing, I apologize if this sounds disrespectful, but these are the sentiments within the ranks. For an entire century, the Queen was the face of the crusade. Even though she personally appointed you as commander, many still consider you an upstart, unworthy of the high title. Many officers and soldiers dream of Her Majesty taking the lead. All generals gain the pious officers. Infirmary size increased by 10, that is not a bad idea. All generals gain +1 level to the Striving for Distinction feat. The general has a +10 bonus to gain experience points. Master of Maneuver increases the maximum size of the army by 1 unit per level of this feat. Yeah. Guess what I'm gonna take. And all generals gain the Heroic Officers feat. All units have a +5 bonus. Yeah, no way. Let's call our Bright Youths and gain an extra unit in our armies. That is a great choice. Perfect, let's give these youngsters a chance. They'll be sure to prove their worth, and they will finally be someone in Drezen to discuss Moldavian news with in the evening. I hope that these measures will solve the issue at hand. If we have further complications, I will call another council at once. Okay, so let me quickly check if there is any crusade affairs to be managed. It doesn't look like it. We're gonna skip one day so that this soul share thing is finished. When Staunton Vane turned to evil, his battle hammer was reforged into a glaive named Soulshare and charmed by a demoness named Menago. Now this weapon is in the Crusaders' hands and only they can decide whether to use its power. So a glaive, yeah, it's not like someone of us is using a glaive, is there? Well, maybe Social. Yeah, Social is probably using a glaive. Let's see, this +3 adamantine glaive grants you a +2 additional daily use of lay on hands, fervor, and channel energy, if you possess them. Let's see, leave it as it is. Whenever the wielder of this +3 adamantine glaive kills the target, it summons a demon until the end of the fight. Only one demon can be summoned per fight. If the demon was already summoned, every subsequent kill heals it for 1d8. That is not very useful, I think. And then, when you are wielding the +3 adamantine glaive, your mount gains a +3 bonus to saving throws. Yeah, that's not very useful either. Okay, so we're gonna cleanse Soul Shear. The fall of Staunton Vane is a tragedy and a disgraceful page in the history of the Crusades. The priests have purified his once glorious weapon through prayers and rites. Okay, let's get this relic further augmented, the altar of the first retriever. We are in prison right now. Here is Social. Oh, there is a bunch of people in prison. Why is there a cultist in prison? That's very clear to me. Here's the imposter. You've never seen Social like this. Usually calm, friendly cleric of the goddess of beauty is furious. He is shaking the imposter, holding him by the collar with both hands. Who are you? What do you know about my brother? Speak, speak, you scum. Brother, huh? Yeah, you do look like him. Come on, holy man, give me a dozen lashes. The blood drains from Social's face, his fingers unclench, and he recoils away from the bars. What's wrong, Social? It's like a bad dream or an evil fate joke. Please help me make sense of this before I lose my mind. Who are you really? My name is Graham. Abadar knows my last name. It's got it all written down, but it's above your rank to know our lineage. How are you connected to the Hell Knights? What's my connection? I served them. Well, I used to. I was a soldier in the Order of the Nail. Extirpators chapter. Damn them all. Kinda ran away from them. I wasn't cut out to serve like that. I wasn't a knight, not even a squire, just infantry. I got sick of getting my back whipped and I had an idea. I hit the armor at night and then when I got a chance I just ran. Tell me about the Extirpators chapter. What's there to talk about? They're scum, just like the rest of the black-clad brutes. What was our captain thinking when he got us hired by them? Maybe he hoped they'd knight him, but maybe he just wanted money. They have deep pockets. The Order of the Nail, Extirpators chapter. They mostly hunt monsters, you know, dragons, other beasts. Study them, stuff them. Didn't tell me what they were doing in the World Wound. Maybe they decided to hunt some distorted beasts who grew tentacles and horns because of the demonic surge. Yeah, you know, turn into freaks. They do pay well, but they make you work for every coin. If you do anything they don't like, they beat you with a stick or a whip. They don't pity people at all, even their own, not to mention us. The year I served them, the unit shrank by half, so I ran away. I wanted to live too much. How do you know the name Trevor Vanek? I was his valet for a year, polished his black armor, tightened his straps. I was a drudge, all in all. He's evil, that Trevor, devil of a man. He had me punished so many times, a whip for every slip is what he'd always say, a whip for every slip. You're lying, scum, I'll show you. Yeah, you're his brother, alright. He even used to bar his teeth like you do. You scum, he'd say. If your ears don't work, let's see if your back gets the message. That is not true. It can't be. Where were you going when Anivia caught you? Wouldn't you like to know? I thought I'd go to Mendev, sell the armor, use the money to keep going. Didn't matter where. Maybe River Kingdoms, maybe Vrisia. I don't care, just as long as it's away from demons and demon fighters. Where's Trevor now? With the other knights of the pike. I hope they whipped him good for losing his armor. What, cleric? Haven't seen your brother in a long time? Give me the map. I'll show you where their camp was when I escaped. They're probably haven't gone far. So we have the camp revealed now. Social turns to you, his teeth are clenched, his hands shaking. I don't want to believe that Trevor has become a Hell Knight. Please, we need to go there, find out for ourselves. Alright, Social, he's not going anywhere. I think this is a good point to end the episode. If you're enjoying the content of me getting my ass whooped every single episode, it's getting a bit frustrating, I have to say. If you do enjoy that, then hit that like button, subscribe if you want to follow along. Thanks a lot for watching. I will see you in the next episode.